Hey, YouTubers, it's your boy Domination. This is here's your boy Domination. This back of the base, chuckle the deuces. How we do text, baby. Again. Real man rise up, fake man rise down. Real woman rise up, fake woman rise down. Breath the word preacher, preach on. And today's topic we're going to talk about is I want to talk about today's topic. I want to talk about today looking for exceptions, looking for acceptance. And I'm gonna say this. I don't know how many times I keep saying this looking for accepted. If you want to be accepted by a group of people, learn to be accepted for yourself, and other people will accept it. As long as you be accepted for yourself, people will accept it right along with you. Because let me tell you something, that's what's wrong with most people nowadays. Not just any other race of people, but everybody. Stop worrying about what other people think of you. Stop worrying about that. They're gonna say that word regardless. Even white people know people gonna say some words about them. Asians, they're gonna say something words about them. Latinos, they're gonna say the word about them. Middle East, they're gonna say the word about them. It's a harsh reality. Don't get me wrong. I don't wanna bash Kiki Palmer. I got a lot of respect for her as a female that she is. But she gotta learn the hard way they're gonna say something about you regardless. And I'm gonna say this to black men, they need to get this as well. We need to quit worrying about all that. And I know what they're trying to do. They want to be accepted as so-called white dominant. Where do you think the so-called white dominant come from? The part of you. See, this is why we don't want to stand up in the first place. We keep worrying about. Don't worry about everybody else think. Worry about what you think. What's in your head, what's in your heart, what's in your body, what's in your soul. Quit worrying about that. And I want to let Kiki Palmer know she got to accept herself. I understand why she did that because the death of Trayvon Martin, it's sad. But don't look at his death of his bane to we can never come that. We can come that anything because remember, because Auntie Casey killed her child, and that was sad what happened to them. Let's not put it as a race thing. I said I understand that. I understand that. I understand that what people are trying to do. I get it. I don't care what other race of people think of me. I would not care. I'm like, whatever. I'm stronger than that. Words, it can never hurt you because all they can do is make you stronger. Because once you say something about them and how they feel about themselves, they ain't gonna like it. They know how that feels. How you think other races people felt and they want them to stop using these certain words. Guess what? They're gonna say those words anyway. That's how this world is. There's two types of people in this world. There's good people and there's bad folks. Bad people don't give a damn. They're gonna say those words anyway. Now, if it's up to them, if they want to stop saying this word, yeah, they'll stop saying it. But other than then, they don't care. They'll like to see anybody in pain. And I don't want to hurt anyone for saying this. Look, I understand them words are hurt. I get it. When you hear the words like cracker, it hurt especially white people. When you hear the word faggot, it hurt the gays. When you hear spick, it hurt the Latinos. When you hear chinks, it hurt the Asians. When you hear terrorists, it hurt the Muslims. You hear these racial terms and these racial slurs and sexual scuity of these words, it hurts you. But when we hear this word, the nigger or N word, we don't know what it means. We need to start asking, what is these racial slurs and what do they affect and what do they mean when they say that? I'm gonna tell you what they meant. Like the word the nigger, when a white person tell a black person that, it's gonna affect them. You giving people too much ammunition, too much power of this word, it's gonna affect you. Forget what they say about you. It's what they actions, what they do to you. Believe me, I say the same thing for other races. Some like the word cracker. They don't need to get this word affect them for the white person. Because most white people don't give a damn somebody call them that. They wouldn't give a damn. Just like kike, it's scribed for the Jewish community. Most Jewish community don't give a damn. And us as black people, we need to do the same damn thing. We too damn worried, want to be accepted. And I understand everybody wants to be accepted. Everybody. Even women, even men, even kids. The only way to be accepted for yourself. Quit worrying about what other people think of you. They're gonna say something about you regardless to the day you die. I guess y'all ain't never watched a Tyler Perry movie. And when he said people gonna say something about you regardless, they're gonna say it. They don't care who it is, but don't let those words affect you. I hear women call each other bitches all the time, but when some man says something to them, they ain't gonna like it. Why they stop saying? Even if they stop saying this word, women gonna say this word anyway. Just like white women, they try to ban this word slut. How can they ban this word slut? And white guys and white women gonna say this word anyway. Even other races of people gonna say this word. Even 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 cunt. They're gonna say that word. That's a lower term. That's a lower word. Just like the word nigger. Just like a lower term from cracker. All these racial slurs and the sexual fluidity of these words and these ancient on religion words. People need to look it up, but people start saying it. Like Uncle Tom. People don't even know what Uncle Tom means. They don't know. Tom is a good person. It was Sambo was the one that turned against his own people. Tom was about to turn against his own people. He was refused. How many people that know that Tom is a German word? A lot of people don't know that. Jerry is a Jewish word. People don't even know that. Like the show Tom and Jerry. A lot of people don't know that. Look it up. They did a conspiracy theory about this and did some research of what it means at that typical time, at that typical like Nazi Germany. I mean Nazi Germany and also Jews. The Jew cause. Look it up and why that stuff that caused to happen. Same thing they say it about we come from African and brought it out here in the slave boat. But three things they need to start asking: where are the slave boats? Who owned the slaves? How many slaves they put on the boat? What food and water they drinking or eating? They don't need to start asking questions about that. What year that black people came around at that typical time? And I'm not saying the slave ship don't happen, but what I'm saying is that come on, it's something they already made up. The same thing would happen ever since that Alex Hayes, he's not allowed to defend himself. We don't know if the man is lying or not. But ever since the book Roots first came out, nobody wants to talk about that. Nobody wants to point that out and ask. All black people don't look like jet black or pitch black. Some black people who are mixed because of slavery or after slavery. There are black people who own slaves. Look at the Moors and the people and Africans sold other Africans. They were own white slaves and Arabs, probably Asian, just like white people. There are white people who own slaves and there's white people who doesn't, just like blacks who don't own slaves. People slave everybody. Let's make that clear. Don't believe what you hear about conspiracy theory. Some of that stuff is true, but a lot of it is just false and just equipment and all made up. Because if that's the case, I don't believe in this white supremacy and this black supremacy. I think it's all bullshit. It's all bullshit because all racism is a colorism. It's a colorism. Black people are the only ones call themselves colored except other people. You don't think white and Asians and Latinos and all these other people ain't colored as well? We don't think like that. We think that oh it's just black. No, it's not. Because if that's the case, there are black Europeans in Europe. Look it up if you don't believe me. There are white Africans. Go down there in South Africa. There are white Africans. We need to quit worrying about that and trace out there and around the world. There are black people living in village over there in Australia. They Aboriginal. Yeah, look it up. Look it up. There are white people who is Native American, and so is black. They come from three original race of people. It's the it's the it's the it's the it's the carcass, it's the Negroid, it's the Mongoloid. Who's the carcass? It's the white people. It's the Jacob, Esau, dumb folks. It could be from dirty whites, the pink melon or pink melon olive oil skin, white, or it could be red dish and pale. I don't care what they call. They called all different names in the book, from racial slurs or unracial slurs of their race. Look it up. White people are nothing but a tribe of Jacob. Black people of the tribe of Ham. Who the Ham? It's the dark-skinned people. It's the Africans. Black people are the Israelites from the damn Jews. But nobody wants to talk about that. Are they from the Egyptite? Are they Egypt? Or they come from an aboriginal of this land? Nobody wants to say anything. And who the people of the tribe of Shem? It's the Asian people. It's the people that Chinese, Japanese. Do they look like Chinese and Japanese to you? They come from all different parts of Asian people. Just different parts of whites, there's different parts of black. Let's make this stuff clear. I say I'm sick and tired of hearing people say, well, they need to stop saying this, stop saying. People are gonna say these words regardless. They're gonna say it. They act like we came up with these words. No, we didn't. It was whites was the ones create this N word. Just like black people created the C word of cracker. It didn't come from white, it come from blacks. See, this is what I'm talking about. Just like terrorists. Ain't no tell who come up with the terrorists. I believe it's white people came up with this word terrorist. Just like the chink, Asians, the chink describe Asians. I guarantee it probably whites came up with this word, the chink. People need to look at these words up before they say it. They don't know what it means. They just be saying that word. Just like the word bitch would describe a female. Bitch is a female dog. She let every man ride on her. She had no class or no respect for herself. That's what it means. Just like dudes out there being man whore. A man whore is a man who whored himself out all the women he has sex with. People need to look those words up before they say it. Don't say it if you don't know what it means. But I respect Kiki Kama. I understand why she's doing this. But at the same time, she has to learn the reality that people are gonna say those words anyway. They're gonna say it. White people don't care what they say about you. They're gonna say it. We the same way as blacks. We don't care. We're gonna say it to other people. People gonna be racist regardless. You can't change the fact. That's their problem. Fuck a racist. They gonna say something, whatever it is. They're gonna speak their mind. As long as they ain't put their hands on you, you ain't gotta put your hands on them. They ignorant anyway. They ignorant. And I tell whites the same thing. Fuck these other people think of you as well. They're gonna say something about you regardless. They're gonna say it. And we need to learn that. If you want to look for exception, look for exception yourself, and don't look for no exception anywhere else, but find deception for yourself. And that's all I gotta say about that. It's your boy Domination. That's the back of the basic chuckle the deuces. I would do text, baby. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and I'm out.